Most people think rich people have more money because they earn more. That's only half true. The real difference is psychological. Wealthy. People usually think about money in a completely different way, and if you can understand that mindset, you can start making better financial decisions immediately. This video is not about fantasy, it's about how rich people actually see money, risk, time, and opportunity. Poor and middle-class thinking often treats money like something to protect at all costs. Rich people treat money like a tool. That's a massive distinction. A tool is meant to be used, invested, moved, multiplied. Average people ask, how do I save this money? Wealthy people ask, how do I make this money produce more money? That one shift changes everything. Average people often spend money to look rich. Rich people spend money to buy back time. That means they outsource, automate, delegate, and simplify, because they know time is the one asset you can't earn back. A rich mindset says, if a task drains my energy and someone else can do it cheaper and better, why am I doing it? That's not laziness. That's leverage. One of the biggest psychological differences is time horizon. Most people think in days, weeks, or maybe the next paycheck. Rich people think in years and decades. They're willing to look stupid short term if it makes them stronger long term. They understand compounding, not just in investing, in skills, in relationships, in reputation, in business. The rich mindset is patient, because patience pays absurdly well. Rich people love ownership. Why? Because ownership means upside. If you only sell your time, your income has a ceiling. If you own assets, your income can grow while you sleep. That could be stocks, businesses, real estate, intellectual property, or equity. The wealthy ask, what do I own that can appreciate, cash flow, or scale? That's a sharper question than how do I get a raise? Poor thinking fears risk. Rich thinking fears wasted opportunity. That doesn't mean wealthy people are reckless. The smart ones are obsessed with calculated risk. They ask, what's the downside? What's the upside, and can I survive the downside? That's how adults play the game. Most people avoid risk entirely and then wonder why nothing changes. No risk, no asymmetry, no real wealth. This one is underrated. Rich people are often better at keeping ego out of financial decisions. Average people buy things to impress people they don't even like. That's financial. Suicide dressed as social status. Wealthy thinkers care less about looking rich and more about being rich. They'll drive a boring car, live below their means, and quietly stack assets while other people perform for strangers. Real wealth is usually quieter than people think. Rich people study money. That sounds obvious. But most people never actually do it. They work for money, stress over money, and complain about money without learning how money works. The wealthy understand taxes, investing, debt, cash flow, incentives, and negotiation. They know that ignorance is expensive, and they treat financial education like a weapon, not a hobby. Most people think all debt is bad. Rich people think bad debt is bad. That's different. Debt used to buy liabilities, can trap you. Debt used to buy productive. Assets can accelerate growth. The wealthy ask, is this debt feeding my ego or building my future? That question alone can save people years of financial stupidity. Most people think money is scarce. Rich people tend to believe money is expandable, not infinite expandable. They believe value can be created. Problems can be solved, systems can be built, and income can be increased. That mindset makes them look for opportunity instead of just limitation. The psychology is simple. If you think the pie can grow, you behave differently. So if you want to think more like the rich, start here. Stop asking only how to earn more. Ask how to own more, how to multiply more, how to buy back time, how to think longer term, how to get paid for value instead of just effort. Wealth is not just a number, it's a mental operating system. And the good news is that system can be learned. If you've been treating money like something to survive instead of something to deploy, that's the shift. Think like an owner. Think like a builder. Think like time matters. That's how wealth starts, before the money even arrives.